Beyonce's family is going through a crisis after a young woman has came forward with some pretty crazy accusations. The waffle-colored reincarnation of Ike Turner, Jules, is back at it again. More evidence has been presented today that Solange, his mama, Beyonce, his auntie, and the rest of them did a really terrible job raising this kid. He is a menace to society. A young woman by the name of Raya J have went public with some really crazy accusations. But these accusations is kind of on par with what we know from Jules, because she's not the first to make these accusations against him. A little backstory on this chick called Raya J. She's about 20 years old. Now, she's more of a streamer groupie than an actual streamer, and I mean that in the most respectful way possible. I don't want those problems, no smoke with nobody. And especially this story doesn't do her any favors in dispelling the streamer groupie accusations. We first got wind of her when she was on Reggie streams, who be with Kai Cenat. They had a brief relationship. They had a falling out. And from that point on, she made her rounds from streamer to streamer to streamer to streamer to streamer. And now apparently she's sleeping with random famous dudes. Apparently her and Beyonce's nephew knew each other for about 2 weeks. They met on Instagram. They was texting for about 2 weeks before she decided to allow him to Uber her across Texas to smash in a random hotel room. Now she claims when she got there, their first argument was her telling him that she's going to go hang out with her friend afterwards, and he got really pissed.
He get mad about that. Oh, you wanted me to Uber you today? Okay. I said, no, what the f***? I'm here because we hanging out, right? I was going to go by her regardless. Whether I linked up with you or not. My plans for the day was to go by my motherfucking friend. My plans for tomorrow is to be by my motherfucking friend. So I'm going to get there regardless. He like, so you wanted me to just get you over to the city? I said what I said. He said, why you ain't tell me LOL bad? I said, don't piss me off for real. Complain about bullshit. He was like, it's good, have fun. I said, don't forget I'm in your room. Keep it cute. He said, whatever. You came over here for a free meal. Where you left from? So he like, you came over here for a free meal. He was like, where you left from my house? He's very insecure. Okay, like this talking like I'm his. We just.
If this was my little sister in this situation, the first thing I'm telling her is, why didn't you, wait, hold on. So you got to a random hotel room by yourself. The person who is flying you or Uber you over there is not there. You get into an argument, an intense argument over a text message where they're already disrespecting you. You got ample time to leave the hotel and you didn't? What? That's just dumb. Now, I do want to make this clear, by the way. I 100,000% believe any and everything she's about to say about Beyonce's nephew. I believe it 100%. I'm not saying she's lying about anything because I believe it 1,000%. I'm just saying if that man was already disrespecting you in text messages before he even met you, why not just up and leave? You don't got to deal with that. But apparently she didn't leave because she was thirsty and fiending for some D.
Y'all, I have been celibate for 5 months at this point. I wanted some, okay? For all y'all, why you ain't that with him? He just want the, I just want the too. I'm sorry to tell y'all. Some of us want to get bent over too, okay? I ain't had no 5 months, so I'm like, okay, he fine. Pretty sure he got a big, he give big vibes. So, I want to go try it. So, you never wanted me, but you know. How do I get a picture? How do I get a picture of you with no drawers on and gray sweats, Jules? How do I have a picture with you with no drawers on and some gray sweats? You lucky I wouldn't expose myself because I'll post a picture with your in my mouth.
Where is her father at? Yo, this young woman is too beautiful to be moving like this, bruh. She's too gorgeous to be moving with this little to no self-respect for herself. He put you in an Uber, took you to a random hotel room, bent you over, stuffed meat down your throat, and before he stuffed meat down your throat, he was in text messages calling you poor and starving and say you used them for a place to stay for the night. And then you still let him stuff meat down your throat.
Come back to the room. And we he like, I just want you to hold me and stuff like that. And I was like, Jules, like, I'm not gonna hold my homegirl. Yeah, I could cancel on my homegirl for you. Like, that don't matter. Like, you don't have to feel this. We ended up, after we got done, this when all the commotion happened. Okay, so after we done boom 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 boom, this goes straight to bed. Literally right when we was done, he go get a towel, wipe me off, and then he literally goes straight to sleep, like that, like straight to sleep.
She's so proud of herself, man. Now, this does not excuse what that monster did to her, right? But I'm just bringing this up because this should be a cautionary tale for a lot of young women, bruh. Yo, carry yourself with self-respect and dignity, man. Like, carry yourself with self-respect and dignity so you don't end up in situations like this. Clearly, this dude showed you from the very beginning he had no regard and respect for you. But yet, you continue to allow him to cross your boundaries and even open up yourself to him. He did what he did to you and then proceeded to show you afterwards how much he don't respect you. So what happened was, dude woke up. Now, what happened from this point forward, I'm going to attribute a drug use because this was like straight out of a drug addict manual.
He get mad about me not want to cuddle him while we're cuddling. And then he like, he do this. And then he roll over. So he roll over. And then once he roll over, so I rolled him back. I didn't roll him over, but like he rolled back over. And I was like, Jules, you really upset? And I touched his chest and laid his ass down. And I hopped on top of him, okay? I'm sitting on top of him and we're talking. I know I did not say anything that bad, okay? He ended up taking my arm and pushing me off of him. Okay? Once he took my arm, he pushed me off of him. So now I'm just sitting on the bed and I'm like, I'm thinking like, this is really mad. I'm like, this is really mad. Like, cause I genuinely did not do anything to make him upset, y'all. This boy pushed me off top of him. I'm like, okay, cool. He get up out the bed. He like, didn't you say you want to go by your homegirl? This and third. Didn't you say you want to go by your homegirl? So I stand up. At this point, he's by the vanity. He's trying to pick up the wood that I rolled. Before he could touch that door, I slapped that in his face. I slapped the out there. Cause don't touch me. I defended myself. I slapped him after he put his hands on me.
I'm not gonna be tough on her for putting her hands on him because dude pushed her off the bed. Like, dude was violent first. The only thing I'm tough on her for is, yo, young lady, you're in a random hotel room with a dude that you know from the internet. Now, he a celebrity, but you know him from the internet. You don't know his characteristics. You don't know how fast he snaps. You don't know his capabilities or how dangerous he is. He already shows you he's dangerous. The dude went to sleep after busting, woke up because you wouldn't cuddle him or you wasn't cuddling him, and then began to push you violently. You already know he has mood swings like this. Why would you then put yourself in a position where you are slapping him and causing more conflict? Like, I just don't want to, why put yourself in that position? But then once she did that, he then begins to hit her because, of course, he's a psycho. All right, like he was already looking for reasons to put his hands on you. You just gave him one now. So he begins to beat her up badly, but it doesn't stop there. He does something that I believe he should go to jail for at least a decade. Like, what he does next is a crime punishable by a decade plus in jail easily.
And then after he started beating me up, at this point I'm crying. I'm on the bed. We sitting on the bed. We put his bag down. Started hitting me. Then after he started hitting me, that's when he was like, I started crying. I'm like, Jules, what the f is wrong with you? Like, why are you hitting me? Why would you do this? Like, why are you acting like that? This and third. No, I blacked out. Everything was black. Okay. So at this point, I blacked out. Like, while he's beating me up, I blacked out. And you know, after that, he turns around. So after he done beat me up, I start crying and all of that. He turned around and he like, he like, I got some for that. I got some for that. So he go get his other bag. He go and get the red duffel. He go get that other bag. He go in that motherfucker and he pull out that motherfucking gun and walk back around that bed. He grabbed the bag. He pulled that motherfucking gun out that motherfucking bag and he pointed that in my motherfucking face and he's tapping it on my head. Like tapping my head with the gun. I would never forget that. Never forget that. He's tapping my head with the gun. And yes, a big ass gun. It's a big ass gun. If I could find a photo of what the gun looked like, I will post it. But just imagine, like, we're gonna say it was a Draco. I don't know what type of gun it was. I'm not no gun person. But we're gonna say it was a Draco. He pointed that motherfucker at my head and started tapping that motherfucker on my head. So he points the gun in my head or whatever. And I'm like, I'm still in shock. So I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is really crazy. But we in a Post Oak hotel, so is he really gonna kill me in a Post Oak hotel? So after he do that, I'm like, yeah, I guess. I said, I guess you're gonna shoot me in the Post Oak hotel in GTA. That's exactly what I said. So he put the gun down. Then after he put the gun down, I'm like, I'm about to go. Like, you know. So at the same time while we arguing, after he fought me, he started grabbing my, throwing my in the hallway. He started throwing my in the hallway. He take my phone, chuck my phone down the Post Oak hotel hallway. If I'm lying, I'm flying. He take my phone, chuck my down the hallway, broke my phone. He take my bag, he threw my bag in the hallway. Take my purse, threw my purse in the hallway.
Lock up that waffle color menace, man. Lock him up, bruh. Send him to jail for a very long time. If you don't believe her, you're crazy. She's telling 100% truth. And you know how I know she's telling the truth? He texted her, are you really gonna send me to jail? The night it happened. Are you really gonna try to get me put in jail? The night it happened, he texted her that. The night it happened. Why would you text her that if you did nothing wrong? Clearly you did something wrong. Clearly he did it. Now, I'm gonna only tell her this. First off, young lady, bruh, yo, close your legs up, man. Yo, close your legs and have more self-respect for yourself, right? You're in this media stuff, you know, you got some type of traction going on. Bruh, dedicate yourself to the craft. Because now, because you've done Reggie, Jules, this person, you're now known as a bop. You won't be taken seriously in this industry you're trying to get into. And it's a shame because you got a decent personality. You have now put yourself in this box as, man, what type of streamer or what type of guy who's lit is flying you out to be a part of his stream with no requirement to hit now? He knows you let Jules Uber you across Texas to clap your cheeks after 2 weeks of knowing him. What type of streamer about to bring you on his stream, give you all this clout for nothing at all? You're gonna have to give it up now because you give it up to him. So Jules, to me, I think Jules did this 100%, right? You put a gun to that girl's head, you gotta do a decade in prison behind this. But here's my only advice to her: be safe. Go to a hideaway house, go to somewhere where nobody can find you at. Because you just exposed Beyonce's nephew. You just exposed somebody from that family. And the one thing we know, bro, that family has a PhD in PR. That family got the best PR team. That family got the best lawyers. That family got the best everything. Jules have been in nonsense before. He's the one who posted that revenge corn of himself and Sky Jackson, right? Of him like finger banging Sky Jackson. He posted that. And what happened of that? Nothing. He does this a lot and it goes under the radar. But fortunately for him and unfortunately for you, his family is rich and powerful with PR and lawyers and everything he needs to repair his reputation and avoid consequences. You don't got that. They're about to go after you. They're about to make sure you fade away into like irrelevancy. They're about to make sure that IG gets clapped. They about to make sure your Twitch get clapped. They about to make sure you get shadow banned. They about to make sure that everything you're trying to achieve in this media does not happen. That family is about to go to war with you instead of just giving him his consequences. So I'm glad you exposed this. I'm glad you got it off your chest, man. But yo, you don't even know what's in store for you, bruh. You just went to war with that family filled with nothing but demons and witches. Y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Y'all think Jules is guilty? I think so, 1,000%. All right, justice for this young woman, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section, okay? If you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here somewhere on my screen, somewhere here, or here, or here, somewhere on my screen to find out why exactly these racists are going to war and attacking Nolan Wells' family. What the racists are currently doing to Nolan Wells' family this week, bruh, it's absolutely evil. Click on this video right here to find out exactly what these racists are doing to Nolan Wells' family. I'm gonna see you guys in this video. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.